The White House heats up. Candidates are trying to gain momentum. So let's talk about the Republican side of the aisle now. Senator Ted Cruz announced his decision to enter the race this week. Kentucky Senator Rand Paul will launch his campaign April 7th. Florida Senator Marco Rubio plans to join the race in early April as well. Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush recently was in River Oaks here in Houston with his family for a fundraising event. Many presume he will also enter the race. So with Senator Cruz as the first to launch his campaign, many wonder if he's the answer for the Republican Party. That's our topic this half hour. We want to hear from you on our Fox 26 Facebook page and on Twitter. Be sure to use the hashtag Fox26forlife. Joining us live in the newsroom is our Roundup panel. It's led by our Fox 26 senior legal analyst, Chris Tritico. Attorney Nomi Hussein is in for Mustafa Tamiz, and public policy analyst Jackie Valley here as well. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So do you guys think that Ted Cruz is definitely the front runner at this point?
Well, he's the only one in, so yes. At the moment. I, for one, I think I'm shocked that Ted Cruz announced for president. I had no idea that he was even thinking about it. He's just been in the Senate working every day and hasn't been out campaigning. I mean, it's amazing to me, Jackie Valley, that you would have thought he would have gone to Iowa more than 7-8 times before announcing that he was going to run. Now, you're working on the Ted Cruz campaign, right?
Ted is a dear friend of mine. I have always volunteered for his campaigns. And like you said, this is no surprise at all. Ted is very smart. No one will out-debate him. No one will outwork him. He is the first one to jump out because he is a junior senator. And I think he will surprise many who are saying that he may be too young or it's too early.
Well, it's the same argument they made, that the Republicans made against Barack Obama.
It's the same argument that many made about Barack Hussein Obama. They said there's no way that someone like Barack could win. It's the first time an African-American actually was a front runner. And so Ted is extremely brilliant, and he will continue to work hard, and I'm very proud of my friend. I'm very proud to see him make this launch.
Polls are putting him, even though he's already announced, polls are putting him behind Bush and some of the others as he starts out right now. Where do you think he's going to go?
Well, as a Democrat, there's no greater gift to the Democratic Party than Ted Cruz. Not only, Jackie, I'd be happy to also volunteer for his campaign. I'm also thinking about writing him a check and also trying to get my friends to write him checks because, again, if he gets a Republican nomination, he's so far right, and I think he's going to continue to be so far right of the mainstream that I don't think there's any way that he can win the presidency if he gets a nomination. But as Democrats, we're all pulling for him.
There's some merit to his, even though he was tongue-in-cheek, there's some merit to that argument that when you get as far right as he is, the middle is what elects a president in this country, and can he get to the middle enough if he wins the nomination to win the presidency?
Ted is a staunch supporter of the Constitution. He's made that clear throughout his years. And he's also anti-Obamacare. A majority of our citizens have been anti-Obamacare in many different forms. He's also a staunch supporter of securing our border. A majority of our citizens and residents are saying we need to secure our borders. If you look at what Ted represents and what his message is, a majority of our citizens and residents agree with that. So, of course, Democrats are going to say what they want to say about Ted Cruz, but actually he's the answer that a lot of people have been looking for.
Aren't those the same issues the Republicans lost the last presidential race on? Anti-Obamacare, secure the border?
Well, as a defender of the Constitution, the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled on Obamacare, and they ruled it constitutional. But Senator Cruz decided to shut down the government in 2013 for 10 days and cost our economy $24 billion. So I don't know how he's a supporter of the Constitution when he's not honoring a ruling made by the U.S. Supreme Court. Again, I wish him the best of luck, and I really hope he does get the Republican nomination.
All right, let me go to Sally. She's monitoring our social media.
Okay, let's take a look at Twitter first, guys. We have a tweet coming in from @TexasPig who says his ability to raise millions makes him top tier, along with Governor Scott Walker, who was in town last night, governor of Wisconsin. Isaac says Ted Cruz has my vote. And this person, Dwayne, says Ted Cruz will now be on Obamacare since his wife is taking a leave of absence from her job. What an irony.
Well, that also is not true. I mean,
yeah.
As a senator, he already has health care, and it's free. And so that was a nice political statement that they tried to make to attack Obamacare, and it didn't work because everybody already knows that he's already got health care. And so that was a false statement. I don't know who in his campaign let that out, but that was not smart.
Well, I want to go back to one of the comments, they brought up Heidi Cruz, which I actually believe is one of Ted's secret weapons. Heidi is extremely brilliant. She also went to Harvard, and she will be a great asset, someone we could all look to, his family, his entire family, and his entire story. Whenever he made his announcement speech, it was riveting, and many people, many announcers, many people who were not really sure of what his candidacy meant or what it would bring, did admit, well, this guy really has it together. So I thank them for bringing up Heidi, because she is extremely smart, attractive, and actually what a lot of citizens and residents are going to be looking for in a First Lady.
He is an outstanding orator. You have to give him that.
Absolutely.
And all of the things that they were arguing about Barack Obama, his oratory skills, I think, is what propelled him past Hillary Clinton when he won 8 years ago. Is that possible for Ted Cruz?
I don't think so, Chris, because like you said earlier, it's the middle that wins the election. It's, you know, there's the Republicans who are going to vote Republican, there's the Democrats who are going to vote Democrats, then there's the people in the middle. And I don't think that the people in the middle are going to vote for Ted Cruz because of the policy positions he's staked out before announcing for president. Now, he may want to try to come back to the middle, but I think then that's going to get him against his core group, which is the Tea Party. So I don't think that he's going to be attracted to the middle. I don't think people are interested in voting for someone like him unless you're a member of the Tea Party.
The mistake in that argument that he's making is the Tea Party is always going to vote for Ted Cruz. They're going to vote for whoever the Republican is. And so instead of playing all the way to the right, shouldn't they be going to the middle? Because they've already got the extreme right.
The reason why Ted is successful as he is with his base is because he ran on certain principles, and when he got elected, he stuck to his principles. A lot of elected officials don't do that. They change once they're elected. So Ted is extremely successful as a politician and as a candidate, which is a combo that's deadly. And also, a lot of people, when he ran for Senate, said the same thing that he's saying now. He didn't have a shot. He was not an insider. A lot of the insiders supported his opponent, and guess what? He killed his opponent. And so Ted Cruz is going to have a great ride as a candidate.
Well, killing
for
a
president.
Democrat in Texas doesn't make you a good
his Republican
national...
primary.
Okay.
He was very established.